Good morning, good afternoon, or good night. My name is Gabriel Alejandro Iglesias Melendez. I'm from Second D, Section General. My group is ADV4, and today I'm talking about personal rites of passage and milestone. I started. Before I changed my school, I received my first responsibility. My sister came out to our family, and I passed to be the older sister. So I received the responsibility of being the older sister, like take care of my sister, being a figure from him. So after that, I changed my school and I passed to the Don Bosco school. First, I studied in kindergarten on Mano de Jesus school, and in second year, I passed to Colegio Don Bosco or Don Bosco school, and I started and I continued there. So, and I should have to be more responsible, like have better grades and be a good student and more responsible like that. So, one example of changes in this moment is I start in Manos de Jesus school. I wake up at 6 o'clock, six and a half, but when I started in Don Bosco, I wake up at 5 o'clock and 5:15 a.m. to late, and it was a big change for me. And actually, it could be a big change because I don't like to wake up early, but for start to school, I need to wake up early. And in that moment in my school, once I started, and this year, and on Don Bosco School, I worked on my first Kahoot, and I should have to learn my script and know the projects and to explain to the older people. And that was new for me because it was my first time to explain a lot of things from people. Because when I was like on my past school, I don't have projects like that. I just make my homework, and after that I don't do things. But in my first grade hotel it was a bigger change because I do to explain my project, to know my project, and worked on my project. So it was a big change. And after that, 2016, my parents get married. uh, it was a big change because my parents just be married for the state, but in the church they doesn't. So in 2016, my father take the option to get married with my mom. So uh, we once on the hotel, my work should was had the type for my dad and for my mom. You can see in the picture of my dad the type that I was loose. In that moment, I feel bad and scared because I lose the type for my dad, for my parents. But we wanted and we found it on the rooms for my dad for the honeymoon, and it was so funny and stressful for me, and it was an experience that I don't like to repeat, to lose things, important things. So in 2017 I went to my first concert, and it was a gospel concert, and it's a very important experience because the first time that I get out, but my parents know. I just go without friends of the family, and it was a very exciting moment because I feel I like the concert, and I feel uh, excited because it was the first time. So I like it experience. Um, in 2019 or the past year, uh, after the year school started, my great grandmother died, and in October 2080, it was the last birthday of him. So it was a very in that moment it was a very excited moment because It was the last time that all the family makes in one place, and we just foresee that uh, rest in peace in that moment. And month after they get sick, and in March of 2019, the past year she died. But the past year not was a bad year for me, because in 2019, before the school year started, I have the opportunity to get out alone and just with my friends. And my parents don't give me permission to get out, because they don't have trust in me, because I'm very tremendito, like you say. But like I grow, I get more responsibility and more trust of my parents. And last year, it was the first time that I just me and my friends get out. Um, it was very in that moment was very excited. Feel very excited because I love the first time I just get up. But now I make analysis, and I think that my parents started trusting me in that year, and they give me the opportunity. And in this year, in 2020, um, is my last year on the school, but a pandemic started, and I don't have the opportunity to complete the year like physical, like. And uh, just and the all the the Ministry of Education say that the year get ended in virtual. So I shouldn't have the opportunity to make to enjoy my last year. But in this year, I started to take driving class in my community. My parent, my dad especially, teach me all the nights. And in this month, the last Wednesday, I went to the TUI Central and make the process to have my document of identity, or DUI. And sorry, this was a very important moment, because for the pandemic, I can't enter without my mom. So I just enter to the DUI Center alone. My mom just enter and make the sign that recognize like my mom. And after that, all the process I do alone. So uh, before that the process started, I feel very nervous, because my first time to do that process, I feel I gonna do alone, and I feel very nervous. But after the process and now, I feel very comfortable, and I know that my parents trust in me, and I can do all the things that I like it, and I have the opportunity. And if I want something, I could do it alone. So thanks for your attention.